Hello, it's a Tuesday night. Nice and cool out here in South Louisiana, and we're going to do a nickel hunt, but we got something else to do first. Give me 1 second. Am I getting to everything? Here we go. Had some coins come in recently. But first, I'm going to start off with this. If you ever hear Blue Ridge Silverhound talk about checking out your dealers' bins and all that for coins, well, here we have a war nickel. So 42. San Francisco. And I'll put in this case for another reason. Oh, thing in the update Pluribus. Some steps, not many, are left. Probably get an XF45 on here, maybe a 30. Very, very nice. And it was like $5. The price of silver. Got a little damage down in here, so maybe drop it down to a 30. Wouldn't send it in to get graded, but it's going to be a nice addition to the album. It's going to be an upgrade, actually, to my album. The reason I got is in this. It's a direct fit for a Silver Eagle. So what year is this one? It's first year Silver Eagle. And it's got it's a violet tone. I think this probably put in an early Whitman book once they got enough of them to make the Silver Eagles and it toned up in there. Let's see something. Let's see if I can change the color. There we go. Maybe that may help the color out just a little bit. So that's where I got the case. It's a direct fit. There's in the case. Now, the only thing I'm going to show y'all, this is a 1909 Indian Head Cent. 1903. Sorry, tongue-tied. It's XF45 roughly Snow 14, which is it's a repunch date. So I'm going to reflip it. Don't worry about that. Let's see if we can see it. Let's drop down the scope a little bit more to see it, I think. Let me Google that real fast. I think that's what that is. It's supposed to be a repunch date. Mm, 1903. $13 or $14? $14. Okay. So 3/3. Oh, I see it now. I see it now. If you look right there and here, you see the outline of the 3. So let's see. NGC has one. Here's one for sale on eBay for $4,800. This is a low grade. 1, 2, 3 full diamonds, a partial diamond. So you got Liberty in the headdress. Got a little nick on the headdress right at the front. Got some eyes and lip detail. A little bit of the necklace is left. So yeah, it's probably an XF45. I say more or less a 30. There's something going on with that E right. With the E right here. Could just be metal flow. Got the details in the leaves. So let's reflip that before I forget about it. Actually, I will get authenticated by Annex. Not the other way. So I'm putting it to a flip, a submission flip. Let's see. Index cards. I got some more up here. Here we go. I'm writing down what this is. 1903 over 3 snow 14. I didn't bring my scissors in here either. God dog it. So that's what I want to show you on those coins I got in. Some dimes I want to check out later. Oh yeah, we got one more. Forgot. Sorry. One more. Let me finish doing this. Now, they did limit to make Susan B. Anthony dollars. And 79 and 81, they used 2 different S mint marks. And this one's going to need to flip itself. This is the type 2. Okay, that's the type 2. I need to get a new flip because this one's tearing. I know I did the dollar. I think this is it. Let's see. Then we're going to dig into some quarters here. And I got to have to flip it. It'll have to work. But this is a proof. They're only found in proof sets. So I only got one. The only type 2 I got left to get is the 81 type 2. Then I have all the type 2s, except for maybe the half dollars. for this for those proof sets. Now, some other good binders, they'll have a spot for both type 1 and type 2. The cheat books don't. So, that's now labeled, and we're going to get on to some nickels. I did get some dimes in. Some silver dimes. This is a 55. Leave these in the flip for right now. And this is the S. It's too bad the S is damaged. It might be an RPM, but it's too hard to tell. That's not mint state, by the way. This is originally 1955. It's all mushy too. These are not mint state. These are XS45s or AE50s at best. So, yeah, I'm slowly acquiring the Silver Eagles. They will not get redipped, just keeping the color. Now let's go on to the nickel hunt. Hello, cat. Hello, cat. How many people are in here? 3 people. So, yeah. So last night, if y'all saw the short, I did get the Buffalo nickel. I've yet to post a short. I got a Jamaican coin, a $5 coin. And value of a Jamaican $5 coin to U.S. money is 3 cents. So you can probably get take $100 down there. You probably get a lot of stuff for your $100 in Jamaican money probably. Yeah, so we got Buffalo, which had a nickel date 1936. All our nickels so far pre-61. We have a 61, and the rest are all in the 50s. Only 4 of those. I think it's 52, 55. Better than I'm doing yesterday. So, I'm trying to learn something new at work I'm not used to doing, and I was slow at it today. So running a little late. One of my coin dealers is going to the Memphis coin show, and I've been trying to get a 2008 mint set, so he's going to see if he can snag one there for me. I'm planning on going to Tulsa this summer. There's a summer show there, which is really great for YouTubers, but other people go there now. I think NX was there last year. I don't remember. So basically, let's see where I'm at on the Denvers. We're at 724 Denvers right now. I'm slowly filling my 25Ps and 22P nickel tubes. So we're working on those, trying to get those filled up so we do the next step. Oh, I got to raise this up. Next step's going to be 24 Denvers and 21 Phillies. Yeah, I think these are the 2 beehives I found so far. This is just a very skinny beehive on the side of the building there. Oh, I didn't see that. Die chip, look, in the N, left side of the T, the O. That's a nice little die chip on that. And then we had this nice one last night. I have a better one than that out here. Hold on one second. Let me look through these real fast. Then I got my stacks mixed up. I had three. Maybe I'm just imagining things. We got a little die crack right there. Die chip in the F for 5. Maybe that's the one I found over the weekend. That was a nice size one. Well, that's all we got so far. So let's keep on going. How's everything? Where you at, Cat? If you're still in here. So to finish out this book, I am looking for 3, a 90p, 82, and 83p nickels. That's what I'm looking for. I keep getting Denvers. Now see how muddy this looks? That's beginning of dye deterioration. And see if the reverse is like that. Oh yeah. Definitely dye deterioration on this one. Not worth, it's only worth a nickel. Tonight, before I go to bed, I'm putting that war nickel up in the book, changing it out with the one that's in the Big Jefferson book. Definitely be an upgrade, I think. He said that war nickel was just sitting in the bin with the coals, and I'll take it. My goal is to get trying to get 12 rolls hunted tonight. If I do that, they give me 12 for tomorrow night and 12 for Thursday night. Oh man. I was hoping this year we would get snow again. Last year was crazy. No, last year I was at my mom and dad's house for 3 months because of the damage to my house from a tree limb. That is definitely dye deterioration on there. Oh, it's 22p. Let me look again. That's actually double. I believe that's a double die. Or is machine doubling? I'll put it in a tube and I'll remember to look at it later. And we had 8 inches of snow. That's what I measured on my car was 8 inches. Of course, I had to drive all the way over here. And when nobody out on the roads, but I drove over here, make sure my pipes didn't freeze up. So I had water dripping in the kitchen and in the bathroom. See, now if I lived in North Louisiana, a big snowstorm hit at the beginning of the year, my aunt and them got, where she lives at, they got about, 3 inches of snow. Maybe 2.5, 3 inches. I can't remember, but she lives in a town right just south of the Louisiana-Arkansas border. Yes, it has been crazy. Oh, the 2 trees are now gone in my yard. The one that damaged my house last year. Well, it dropped another branch. It tore up my rubber mace shed, so now I got to take out more money on my 401k for a new shed. But it looks like I want to put it together. I have to get one of those kits and put it together. It's going to be wood. I don't know what kind of sign they're going to give me. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. Does it say 90p? I think I just found it. Yes. I need 2 more coins. And this book's complete. Well, except for a 78 Denver upgrade. So what I'm doing also is I just want to get some nice tubes of the nickels to have, especially if they decided to change the composition up. So I'm working my way backwards. Now, like these 50s and 40s and 50s and 60s, I'm not spun off by mint mark just yet. But the more modern ones, as I work back when I'm doing the different mint marks in separate tubes. Yeah, my nephew he's stationed in Camp Lejeune. And his little girl is turning 3 this year. Golly. Or is it 4? Turns 3. And they hadn't had snow in the last 2 years. Well, she got her first snowfall this year. First time she got to play in snow. And also at that base, they actually had a Mardi Gras parade. She got to experience a Mardi Gras parade, but not like we get down here in New Orleans or Baton Rouge or any of the small towns. Now, that was a nice 1987. There's some guy, he does, I think his name is Max, and he's been doing updates on the weather like crazy. But his maps keep showing, look, we got a die chip below the F right there in 5. Ooh, that's a nicey looking nickel. I'm not going to worry about that one. We're going to put that one back. Let a little kid on that one. I've got a friend of mine, well, not really a friend, but we went from kindergarten to high school together. And she lives in Pittsburgh in one of the suburbs. Her husband installs hydraulic piping on these sidewalks and driveways. They're existing, or if they're brand new, he does the PEX tubing inside the concrete. He lays out the tubing and all that. And they pump water, they pump the glycol through there and it melts. It melts the snow. Now, blizzards, I know she told me to pass some blizzards when they got them up there in Pittsburgh. It'll take a day for it to melt the snow completely off the driveway or sidewalks. Depending on how deep it got. Anywhere from 6 hours to a day. So one time, I think she told me one time it went over 2 days to melt. But what he does is when he installs that PEX tubing, he runs it around the catch basin also. So that way the catch basin won't freeze with ice cold water coming down. That's machine doubling, I think. I'm going to put that one off to the side. I think that's machine doubling. Probably is an early stage of machine doubling. Now here in Louisiana, it snows, the whole state shuts down. Or wherever the area is snowing out, it gets shut down. But I know how to handle myself on icy roads. Those are just stains. There's nothing there. Goes get through these 12 rows by 10 o'clock tonight. '76. Always wonder on these 76s, did it come out the 75-mint set or the 76-mint set? Because he did the dual dates in 75 and 76 for the bicentennial quarter. I always, as a kid, I don't know why I didn't do it when I was 17. I wanted to ride my 10-speed all across the United States. But never happened. I never could figure out a route. I was trying to do it without having to go to the same state more than twice. My goal is to ride east to Florida, go up the east coast of Maine, cut back across the northern part of the country. They'll come down through Ohio Valley into Kentucky, down to Tennessee, back through Kentucky to Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, with a week stop over at our relative's house in Rockford, Illinois. But that never did happen. No, I wish I would have done it. It's been a fun road trip. And that's taking into account that while I got home after school, before I even did homework, I did 6 laps around our neighborhood. I come to find out years later that was a 6-mile route that I was doing. Had fun with people, dogs chasing me. Oh, that was more fun. See, that was kind of flat right there. It's just yeah, it looks the right thickness. Just like somebody held it there. Kept rubbing their finger, rub down the metal. Had a little trick on them dogs that would chase me on bikes. It's called water pistols filled with ammonia. Hit them in the nose and they'll leave you alone. I also want to have a sailboat, more or less a catamaran. I don't think I can handle one today. Back when I was younger, I could handle one of those Hobie Cats pretty good. One of the things I could do on the Hobie Cat was what they call flying the hull. Basically, you go with the wind. You do it at an angle too. It's a little bit harder. And what you would do was you tighten up the sail. You need a jib to do this. It's like a sail in front of the main sail. You try and get them tight, tight, tight like a drum. You get into the wind. And the wind would pick that boat up. You had that sail tipping back down towards the water. So what you did, you got on the side that came out the water. You hook yourself in, hit the undo the extension of the rudder. Literally, you can sail one hull across waves and stuff. And I actually proved to the guy that owned the boat that he should come down to Florida with us that I could do that. So after that, he allowed me to take the boat out by myself. That was more fun. There was times I'll go in about half a mile, come back out, pick up another load of kids, or sometimes families with kids. He allowed me to do that. I didn't charge no money either, just taking people out for a ride on a boat. Yeah, go out about half a mile to a mile at most. Turn around and come back in. I was doing this so much that the lifeguards actually blocked the beach off. And he said, don't let nobody swim in that area. Because I would have to drop the sail coming into the shoreline. There we go, the beehive right there on the inner breezeway. I had to drop the sail down fast, about 100 yards offshore. Use the jib to kind of coast in, and we got about 50 yards offshore. Pull the jib back in because there's a rope. You loosen that rope up, and the spring load it'll wind itself back up. Then I just used the ocean current, the waves of the ocean, to push me into the shoreline. Now, the farthest I went out in that boat was about 5 miles. In fact, the Coast Guard was, the local Coast Guard station was keeping an eye on me. This one I'm not going to keep. It's kind of dirty. Got the ring of death. Now, last week I did get 2009 Denver. I forgot to mention that in the wrap up video. So there's two so far this year I've found. So what am I looking for here? Besides old nickels, the Buffaloes, the V nickels, if ever so lucky, a shield nickel. Foreign coins. Dang, I've been on this roll for 36 minutes. I should have been done with this roll by now. Oh, wait, I forgot. First 8 minutes, I was talking about coins. See, what I like about north, it makes sense to have a fireplace. Down here, doesn't make sense to have a wood-burning fireplace because it don't get cold that often. So we have gas fireplaces. Yeah, you can get a wood one. I designed our friend's addition to his house, and it's got a nice size fireplace. It's the brick part itself is 5 feet across. It's a 30-inch tall opening. it might be 42 inches wide. 30 inches tall, 42 inches this way. And it is the concrete base for the son of a gun is 3 feet deep. There's all the brick. The chimney flue weighs a lot of money. It weighs a lot. Now, I'm keeping these to see how many I get per box. I'm not keeping those. I got enough of those 2004, 2005s. I don't need them. Next 3. So I want to travel the country. Just can't afford it. Now, here's the kicker. I'm divorced. Kids are going to move out. Both kids moved out. If we would have stayed married and followed my plan of saving money up, we could take off a week and travel to a different state every year. Now, one place I want to go back to, let's see, nothing in here. I have not been to Disney since I was 16 years old. When I was there, they were building Epcot and the Thunder Mountain ride. So maybe one day I'll get to go. Like I said, I gotta get a new shed. I have actually a riding lawnmower. I got a tarp over it. It's to be in a shed where it's more protected from rain and all that. Cold weather. So I'm looking at getting the shed from either Lowe's or Home Depot, which I'll probably have to put together. One of those wood ones. I need to go buy see what sizes they have. Either I have to design and build one from scratch. Oh, modern day. I saw a dark gray, which is kind of like an old war nickel, but it's a modern day nickel. I was just going to lead off with that row if that was a war nickel. So you can find die chips between the E and R anywhere on the word Liberty. Occasionally you can find die chips in the numbers. In the hair behind, right by the ear. Okay, now I got to start moving stuff out of this room so I can build my bookshelf. So hopefully this weekend I'll at least get the base done, and maybe the two ends up with the top piece attached. I'm going to probably end up using birch plywood as a backing. So I got one piece long enough to do a bottom portion of it. The problem is where I'm putting it at, there's a electrical outlet. So I have to recess a power supply pack. This is an early stage beehive right here. And you see where it's kind of dirty looking, and you see where it's breaking off on the side of the building. Has anybody seen the end of new coins lately? I tell you, there's a cool trip I want to do. Go to New Orleans, leave by Amtrak, and travel to the Grand Canyon. There's a town before you get to the Grand Canyon where you get off at. Rent a car, go to the Grand Canyon for the day, then turn around and come back. Think you have to wait like 2 days before you get on the train and come back? That's what I want to do. Kat, did you see the Indian headset? The FS, the Snow Variety 4? Were you in here when I showed it? So we got, okay, for those that have not seen this yet, it's 1903. I have to drop this down to see it. I can see a little bit from where I'm at, but for y'all to see, I got to drop down a little bit more. This is the 1903 Snow Variety 14. It's this it's a Repunch 3. So here's the top of it. Here's the back side of it, and it comes back into the number. So I paid some money for this one. So this, I want to get certified by NX because they're cheaper. And it's got 3 full diamonds, partial second diamond from the ribbon. It's got full Liberty. A little nick at the edge of the headband. So probably what I'm going to pay for grade fees is probably how much it's going to be worth. Well, you saw it. Yeah, I want to travel by Amtrak to the Great Canyon, to the Grand Canyon. What I would like to do is, I think from there's a Boy Scout camp in New Mexico called Philmont. I just want to say, I just want to go there and get on the site to say that I've been there as a scouter. Not hike it, just say I've been there. Then drive back up and catch the train back to New Orleans and come back home. I might do that next year. Let me see something. Let's see what that is grade wise. See, this is how I get distracted from coin hunting. $1903, where are you? PCA just don't recognize that. That's unusual. Let's see. Maybe NGC has it. I'm curious to see how much it's worth. Wow, they haven't updated the 1903 since 2021. There's nothing on here whatsoever. So I have to Google sold auctions or something. Okay, also, coming in August will be my first full year as a member of Kaneka, and I recently joined ANA. So sometime this summer, I'm going to start doing the online courses. Just realized I didn't start the washing machine. God dog it. What I do here is once I get done doing this, and get cleaned up, ready for bed, wash, put clothes in the wash machine, and once it's done, put them in the dryer, and then go to sleep. I've done that before. Tell you what, they're watching somebody take a tree down in your backyard using the crane. That was crazy. The dude started cutting off branches. You know, he was suspended by the crane in a harness. Using a chainsaw, he cut all the small branches off. The big limbs first. Then he started cutting sections off. Next, you lower each section to the ground on a rope. Then they finally got to the main part where because the red oak had a split in it. He actually sat in the center of the split and cut off that one big area off. And they hauled it over. And he cut off the other big branch. They hauled it over the house. And then he strapped himself to the bottom of the trunk, to the bottom below the next joint, cut it, and they hauled it over the top of the house. That was crazy watching them do that. And it was cold that morning. I think when they got here, it was right at 28 degrees outside. Now, if you have moisture content to that cold weather, that 28 all of a sudden feels like it's 19 degrees. But the wind chill on top of that, he's talking single digits. So when we get ice cold weather, we actually do feel the ice cold because of the moisture content of this state. We'll get these rows done. I got 6 more rows left to go through for tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Then again Thursday night. I'm thinking about doing a box of quarters sometime in April. It's going to be $500 right there. And then with my son's help, maybe in May or maybe after I get back from Tulsa, I'm going to do a $50 hunt. Something on that coin. Looked like something was there when the coin got struck. That's indented to the coin. Some photos to take of that one. He's all gray. He's never a Philly. He's never. Okay. I ain't worried about that. It's too dirty to keep. 75. Still 82 and 83 Phillies what I'm looking for. This got a die chip between the E and the R. I want something a little bit more substantial. I got enough of those coins. I don't need them. So currently, also another thing I've been working on is I'm missing a proof set because it's making me mad because it cost me a lot of money. 2010 proof set. I cannot find it. I may have to do a lot more clearing out in here. Maybe it's probably on my desk just buried underneath a bunch of stuff. But I've been buying, I'm going through the mint sets right now. Fill out all the books. And then the proofs are going to be next. Really, the only thing I need proof-wise out is for the Lincoln Cent book is a 2025 proof. Good luck on that. Those things are $250 at best on Whatnot. Oh, there's an 81p. We're going to get 8283p. Yeah, I want to touch my 401k one more time, get me a building. If I do it now, I'll have the cushion for the trip to Tulsa. So the Tulsa Coin Show is for YouTubers mainly, but they allow other people to show up, and it has grown. I know when I first started getting to coin collecting, I heard about it. There's that one hotel, and it was in July. But because they switched to a bigger location, they can only get that area in June. So, one of Amtrak's got a route to Oklahoma. Now, something about us Louisiana people y'all don't know about those who cook. When we travel, we bring food. I was going to cook for my cousin, her husband, a pot of jambalaya. Okay, so far this year, we found 2 proofs, by the way. 1 more nickel and 2 proofs. And long ago with that, it was going to be a pot of white beans. And see, how about those dimes from? Those are not mint state. Mint state means you got torch, you got bands. But I want to keep it because I like to stack the silver. Look, y'all, the next commodity probably going to get hot is going to be copper. I was going to order some rounds this summer from SJ Bullion, and they were sold out. Excuse me. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. That's a massive die chip right there. Or die crack. Just That could be post-mint damage. Let me look. No, that's raised metal. That is raised metal. That is a big hunk of a die crack. So what year was that? 2007 Philly. Now, one video I still need to make is $121. It's all the Lincoln cents from 2009 forward, all proofs. The West Point, the enhanced, I will say I know the proof coins in there are copper in that set. I'm not too sure about the 2009 business strikes. I don't know if those are copper, because in the mint sets, those were copper planchets. They only made them for the mint sets only, and they made them for the proof sets in copper. So you need to do a video on that. Sorry about that. Trying to talk and yawn at the same time. Don't work out too well. This has been a lot. This is going to be I said this last week. I get these little tiny beehives. I really got enough of those. I've been throwing those back. Unless I see like a piece rising off the top to make a big one later down the line, then I probably would keep that. I want to know what that coin's been in. So if y'all see my shorts and my wrap-ups, please come back. Leave a comment, please. The more people that see what I'm doing, the closer I get to my 3,000 viewing hours, they'll get me monetized. And once I get monetized, I'll be able to do giveaways. Or like if I roll hunt, so like what Dig and Dave does is he does $11 per roll. We got any comments, questions? Actually, no, I actually got a dollar bill that was made the year my son was born. The series. It's hurting my hand doing this. Let's see, what are we getting at? There we go. Got a little growth of a spike right there. Let's see. 15 Philly. Slight die chip in that O. FS die chip. Yeah, we'll hold on to this one. For right now, that is. (2014) Denver. I can't tell what this is. 2014 Denver. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little sleepy too. Yeah. But I got 6 more rows up to hunt for tonight. Hopefully this weekend go a little bit better. I'll be on Friday night. You just never know. Looking at the stack of the 2004, 2005, looks like we got a tie between the Peace, the Buffalo, and Pacific View. I'm waiting for the Dimes to hit the market here in Baton Rouge. I do have a graded quarter already. Need something, well, I need something to snack on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get me a quick little snacky. Did you see the video where I did, there's 2 rows from the New York Bridge Authority, 2 rows of pennies, right up in the 80s? And out of those 2 rows, 26 wheat cents. That's an average of 13 per row. So could you imagine if A2 and us in high school, if I could have gone and got 50 rows of pennies from the bank, how many wheat cents I would have had? If you do the math, it's 560. Let me see. All right, hold on. Let's see. 50, 0, 0, 15. That's a lot. That's a lot of wheat cents. I can't figure it out right now. I'm too tired. Oh, every now and then I go to the bank. I actually need to go to the other branch. When I have the cash, or sometimes they'll call me and they'll have silver saved for me off to the side. Not often, but that's how I ended up. 3 years ago, I went to one bank and the guy goes, "Hey, I got some here if you want it." It was like 30, 90%, no, it's 40, 90, 40% half dollars, or 39, 30, 40%, I can't talk, 30, 40% half dollars. Just like that. At face value. Now, last week I did get a dime one of these bank wrap rolls. There was an elderly couple that lived across the street from the mom and dad where they live at now. The man, ever since they got married, every time he had pennies, he put them into water jugs. It started as in jars, then eventually they got a 5-gallon water jug. And I offered to go through those pennies. And wherever I found that I wanted, I would buy from them. They wouldn't let me do it. She passed away about a year ago, I guess. Or was it this past summer? The lady moved into a nursing home and she passed away. Her son got that jar of pennies. It's like, oh, come on. Let me look through it. You know, a 5-gallon jug of pennies. Holy cow. That's a lot of pennies. Let's just go back and watch and put comments. More comments on videos, and more the YouTube algorithm pushes those videos out for the people to see. I need to get on my tablet. I get on my tablet and I watch my videos when I remember to and put comments out. That's an 82. Need an 82 83p. Did you come over from Copper Owl from Sunday? Well, I was on his live stream. Then I had to leave to go to work. Now I do sell coins on Whatnot. Ooh, 24 Philly. See, those are all for. I don't find these that often. I find more Denvers than I do Phillies. There we go. This is the second one of this hunt. If I get the views up to 1,000 to where I get monetized, I'll start doing member-only live sessions and do giveaways. Oh, thank you. You'll see that, let's go back to last year. I've credited it on Wexler's website. Then the Shield Sense, yeah, I'll show you. Let's see, where's Wexler's? There we go. Come on, computer, catch up. Okay. You go to Lincoln's Shield Sense. We'll scroll down to here. Oh, come on. There we go. Pictures are slow for some reason tonight. This one I have yet to find. This is my coin. WDDO 002. And you see the doubling here in the date. Die marker and Liberty. There's some die markers here and here. It's not strong in the word in, but look at in God, we, in trust. There's a little dot in the inside the D. Some notching right there or whatever that is. Crackle on the shield. Now these can occur anytime once the die is used. These die markers. Because I asked the guy about that. He said they can occur anytime. Just that my coin just happened to have it. But yeah, WDDO002, that is my coin. Oh, okay. Okay. I was trying to figure out where you came from because I was on Copper Owl Coins the other Sunday. And he's joined my channel. He hasn't left any comments yet. I need to go look at some of his videos. He does live auctions on Sundays. He hunts and he auctions off a little bit, then does some more hunts. The Phil guy lives a couple hours to the east of me. And Cajun lives a couple hours to the west of me. So I'm like right in the middle. Okay, so can't get that off. That is dried grease on here, people. That is dried grease from the mint. It's not coming off. Once that grease gets impacted, it's hard to get it off. That is used dried grease on there. I'm pretty sure of it. I'll put that one off to the side. Now I've been to Cajun's house. A couple of summers ago, coming back from my aunt's house. Little beehive right there by the FS. I don't think these are really die chips. Just the dies are breaking. Not dirty. I'm going to try to finish this roll off as fast as possible because I will be on Friday night, hopefully. I may just pick up 10 rows of quarters this time, take a break from the nickels. We got a war nickel. Philly. I got a war nickel. Second one of this year. 43. We got silver. It's got a grease strike through right here on E Pluribus Unum. Silver number 2 of the year. Yes. You're not to get another one out of this box. So I had put coin collecting off to the side because of the kids, especially after my divorce was finalized. Kind of wish I would have stayed into it. And at the time, I didn't know where any coin shops were back in the 80s out here in town. I wish I'd been stacking silver since the 80s. I could have made a boatload of money a couple weeks ago on the silver if I sold it all. Okay, this is a nice 64 Denver. Got a little bit of the doorways left up in here, so we're going to hold on to that one. I don't on those coins gonna be very picky, very, very picky. See how many people are here? 2 people in here, and I find silver. Hey, Copper Al, hey, look what I just found in row of pennies. I mean nickels. Ready for the date? 43, my second one of the year. Now today, going through the reject bin, the coal bin at the local coin store at lunch. 1942. San Francisco. Y'all know some minor issues with it. Like right here in the center. But this is definitely an upgrade in my book. Man, if you're me on Sunday, I'll probably be back in at Sunday in your channel because on Sundays I do work at Domino's. This is how I make money to buy coins locally. But my coin dealer, one of them is going to the Memphis Coin Show this weekend, and he's going to try to get me a 2008 mint set. He's out. The other coin shop I go, the other 2 coin shops I go to, they're both out. Yeah, that was a nice one. It was sitting on top of the region in their coal bin. I said, "Ooh, I want this nickel." Oh yeah, I got off. You know who Couch Collectible is? He sells on Whatnot, and he got these already graded. The Mayflower Compact with the cat green bean, MS64. So I actually got a graded quarter with the cat green bean sticker on there. Now I did buy from somebody and Whatnot. I got the Denver $50 coming in. So that should be here in a day or 2. And then I have a silver proof set coming in. I actually had to message the seller. And they thought it went out. And he mentioned me back later. They found the label. And the package just never got shipped out. So that's coming in Saturday. He changed to priority mail on there at their cost. I did get a Buffalo nickel last night. It's looking to be a 1936. I may liquidate it one more time. But yeah, that's a 1936, so I'm assuming. Not much of a horn. Got a little bit of the base of it. But what's weird, you can actually see the nose. Usually, when the date's gone, the nose is gone. You don't see the indentation of the nostril. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, look. Nice little die crack. There. Baby one right there. There's no value in those really per se unless it goes all the way across. It's just fun to find them and keep them. Let's see, what time is it? I'm going to cut this one. Yeah, I might not have time to go to the next 3 rolls. We'll see. Because I still got to do laundry. And I don't like doing laundry on live on YouTube because the washing machine and dryer are literally between all the bedrooms. And my current count on Denver Minute coins is still 7 for 2024. And those tend to come in groups of 2s and 3s. FSB Hive. And my bucket list coin is to find the eyes with the die clash underneath these steps. I think I may call it, after these 2 rows are done, I may call it quits for the night. So I get my stuff done. Because I got 2 more mint sets to rip apart to put into the books. Okay, here's the deal. I want to do a split screen. Oh, hey, Cat. I didn't realize you're back. How Dick and Dave does, where he's got one camera pointing down to the table. He's got the scope up. And I don't know how to do that. And every time I try to do a horizontal live stream, it won't allow me to do that on my phone. But I think if I use StreamYard to do the streaming, I might be able to get away with it. Right now, my CoinScope is using the camera function on Windows. So that's what you're seeing. You're not seeing the CoinScope. You're looking at the monitor, which actually is easier for me to see stuff. So I really don't know how to do that kind of stuff yet. I'm looking again a deck system so I can control it. So I already got USB to HDMI connector for the Stream Deck. Yeah, YouTube does that. Yeah, I've complained to them about that already. Like that one person, she was my moderator on here, but every time I made her moderator, she couldn't make comments on my videos. But I haven't seen her on in a while. Then if you go back a couple weeks ago, did a video. Yeah, I know it's weird. If you go back a couple weeks ago, I did a reveal. There's a company called Coins TV. You can order silver by the bags, by the poundage or a half pound, whatever, nickels and pennies. So far, done 4 penny bags. Uh, First bag I got a large cent. The next bag, which was a half a pound, didn't not get that much. Maybe eight or 11 Indian hit cents. I forgot which. Bunch of Wheaties, a bunch of still cents in that bag. And then the next 2 quarter-pound bags I've gotten from them, I've gotten 2 Flying Eagles. Then I did a bag of nickels, a quarter-pound of nickels. I had about 12 V nickels in that bag. Oh, who is it? Is it a coin collector? Oh, okay. Now soon I'm gonna start another channel. Ooh, 69S. Is that a bar nut? No. No, those are not bars. Just damage. So I have actually another YouTube account for gaming. A cop watcher. That'll be interesting. I had an uncle that was a state trooper, and for a long time he was undercover down New Orleans. It was funny seeing him with a beard. I didn't know I had cop watching channels. I'm gonna have to check that out. Baby Beehive, I'm not gonna worry about that one. Come on, I'm keep getting dimmer. I need Phillies, 82 Philly and 83 Philly to finish out these 2 books. Because I got the next I got the next 3 books waiting to be filled out. Now, I got the cheap books. I got the nice binder books. Some I got from Littleton. A couple owls left. Uh, I got a couple of dance codes, not many, just a few. Then I got the Whitman albums. So I'm getting close to the end of this last row. I'm going to call it quits after this. It is a quarter till 10, almost. I like to be done by 10. But when I stop and do other things, I get distracted. If I can get home by 7 tomorrow, home, cook, and eat by 7 tomorrow night, I should be on right around that time frame. We better go a little bit longer. Because I try to do my pocket change from the truck and purchases I made over the last 2 weeks on Thursday night so I can turn that coins back in on the bank. If I gotta be very, very careful because I got one more $20 bill left and you have to wash my truck. So what I do on that is I go to the car wash, $20 in quarters, and then I use $2 of that to wash the truck. Then I come back and hunt the rest of the quarters with the rest of my change. Now, if I get people to start tipping again like they used to do at Domino's, where I make $60 to $75 in 3.5 hours, I'll have a lot more cash to do stuff with. Ooh, my boost about run out on Atlas Earth too, I think. God dog it. So we're down to the nitty gritty. Hey, we got an A3P. All we need now is an 82. It's not too bad a shape. If I thought I could get the people in to do $50 all the time where I can make money off of selling those $50 rolls, I'll do that in a heartbeat. Nice 2000 Denver. That's going to be an upgrade. It's the other book. That's the other book. Oh, I'll do that in a minute. That's the last cleaning of the night. If I get done, I need to get done around the house. I may come back to the other 3 off camera. And I do need to make a short on that silver nickel. So thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you for the likes. If you need new subscribers, thank you on that. I hope everybody has a good evening. And remember, check both sides of the coins. You never know what you're going to find. Y'all have a good evening and stay warm. Good night. And exit out. Yes, I want to exit.